Ducky Runners is available on Steam right now. I did it. I designed, developed, and published Ducky Runners. I published my own indie video game created by myself as a solo developer. Please buy Ducky Runners. It's available on Steam for $7.99 US. It took me a couple months to design, develop, and publish my own game. Let's backtrack to the beginning. Where did this game come from? How did I get inspired? Why did I choose the Godot engine? Let's talk about it. My first inspiration for Ducky Runners was the 10-Second Go series. This was a game that I used to play back in the day on my DSi. You played as a little red character that would run throughout levels, and you only had 10 seconds to complete each level. And I thought to myself, hey, that's simple enough. I could probably, recreate something like that, put my own twist on it. So I started to research game engines to see how I could bring this to life. And I came across Aramis. He is a solo indie game developer. Check out his game Chess Survivor, and he's currently working on his next project, Hexagod. Watching his videos and seeing how transparent he is about his game development journey, I fell in love with his channel, and I fell in love with the way that he talked about the Godot engine. So I said, if he could do it, I could do it. And I looked up a platformer tutorial just to learn the Godot engine as well as get my feet wet in making a platformer, and I came across Heartbeast's YouTube channel that had an entire series on how to make a 2D platformer in the Godot engine. In one of the episodes, he added a timer to be at the top of the screen. That didn't really function as anything. It was just something to keep track of your time. When you got to the end of the level, the timer would stop to see how quickly you collected all the hearts. I took that idea and ran with it, and that's what birthed the prototype to Ducky Runners that I released on itch.io. It was a very simple prototype, but it was enjoyable. You had 10 seconds to complete each level, collecting all the eggs. From this prototype, I started the Ducky Runners devlog series, got more eyes on my itch.io page. People were playing it, the game was getting views, the game was getting downloads, and people really wanted to see a full game release. So I made it up in my mind that I will release my own game by the end of 2024. I buckled down, I locked in, and made this game in a couple of months. Yes, I started in February, but my game development patterns wasn't consistent for extended periods of time. I wasn't working on the game. From February till now, December, I was not working on the game. Life happened, and hey, when life happens, the clock still ticks and the seasons still change. And through all of that, I was determined to release my own game this year. And I hope y'all can use me as an inspiration for whatever you want to achieve and acquire in your life, that if you put in the time, dedication, and hard work, if you put God first, faith without works is dead. Even though I'm trusting and believing in God to move mountains in my life, I had to make the effort and put action behind the prayers that I'm sending up to God. And I've only made it this far trusting in the Lord. There were hiccups along the way. There were times that I thought I lost all my game progress and I had to learn version control. Oftentimes things weren't working out, and even when I would make progress, there was still a mountain to climb of what I wanted to accomplish in this game. And I'm happy, I'm so proud of myself that every idea that I wanted this game to have, I exceeded my own expectations tremendously with the skill set I thought I had at the time. The biggest hurdles that I had in my game development journey was fleshing this out and getting it out of prototype phase. It was 3 days before I wanted Ducky Runners to release. I made a level select system. I made a save feature. And this is not even something that I thought about. I'm about to upload the game and I'm like, oh snap, Steam achievements, that's cool. Let me add that to the game. So I started making all the art for the achievements, programming that into the game, and packaging it to a final product. I watched a lot of Godot tutorials online, but a lot of the code and the functions that I've made were actually of my own logic. Godot tutorials can only get you so far because a lot of things that are taught are just concepts, but if you want to actually use what you're looking up in a very specific way towards your game, you might as well do it yourself. So I use tutorials here and there, but the power-up system, the level select, the save feature, a level select menu that has locked and unlocked levels. Most tutorials on Godot have a level select where all the levels are unlocked. I had to create my own function and make my own logic to have an unlock system for the level select. I am ecstatic at the end result. All the effort and hard work and long nights. The night before release, I stayed up till 5 a.m. making sure the game was bug free. So far the launch has been great. Me and my wife had a launch day live stream. We were turning up. Y'all were coming through, purchasing the game, getting excited. We were having a grand time. And the Ducky Runners soundtrack alongside the game is out on all platforms: Apple Music, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, everywhere. Y'all support my homie, my brother, Ducky Morris. Download the soundtrack. You will not be disappointed. And the Ducky Runner soundtrack is coming to the Steam store page. It's in the Steam process right now, and that's going to be cleared in a few days, and y'all could support the Ducky Runner soundtrack on Steam or on all music platforms. I hope y'all buy the game, share with a friend, make some YouTube videos on Ducky Runners. I would love for there to be a speedrunning community for this game. Also, drop a review on Steam. That would help me out tremendously with the Steam algorithm. I thank you all so much, all the support that I've received over the last couple of months throughout the videos in the Discord. Man, y'all really showed up and showed out for me, an occasional gamer, and I wouldn't be here without you all. This was a collaborative experience. Yes, I designed, developed, and did everything on my own. This game would not be what it is today without you. Ducky Runners is only available on Windows right now. I'm trying to make a Mac export, and I'm having a difficult time working on that Mac export for some reason. My goodness. But eventually, hopefully very soon, Ducky Runners will have Mac support. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all check out Ducky Runners. Share Ducky Runners with a friend, a coworker, a cousin, a auntie, a uncle, your kids. Christmas is coming up. Little Jimmy and Timmy want to play Ducky Runners on Christmas Day. Y'all check out Ducky Runners on Steam. I'm an occasional gamer, and man, it's crazy. Like, I thought I would feel differently when it came to publishing the game and the journey finally being over. I thought I would be emotional. I got a tad bit emotional when I first heard the start menu for the soundtrack. My goodness, I was like, yo, Dondre, bro, this guy trying to make me cry. But I'm just tired. I'm exhausted, and I'm just gonna take a break from being on the computer, because Lord knows I need that. So that's the end of the video. Play Ducky Runners, and see you next time. Deuces!
I'm a gamer. I'm a straight up G. The occasional life is the life for me. We can play on Xbox, we can play on PC, but the occasional life is the life for me. I'm a gamer. YouTube entertainer, get the information, make visual explainers.